three questions to come see this thing 15,030 are: is this what MAGA hoped for? Is this what Kenyans voted for? Is communism what atheists vote for? Come See This Thing is a series of posts about different things I read, saw, or listened to that I bring together to create somewhat of a related individual rant. Been doing these for a while on the rantathon.wordpress.com blog. You can check those out there. I'm going to start doing these little illustrations to kind of go along with the things that are kind of inspired in the posts that I had. And the first segment with Is This What MAGA Hoped For? I was just talking about James O'Keefe with his O'Keefe Media Group, did another one of his exposés and found this guy Arslan Akhtar, who is working for the visa in the United States of America. This is part of that bureaucracy. Like, the bureaucracy is stuck in there. It's a machine. You can't just change the people on the top and think you're going to change the things around. No, the people in the bureaucracy still have their ideology, and this person is just telling people that, oh no, he says F Americans, F Israel, he's a visa specialist. Don't admit the truth. Don't tell him what you did. This is what he's telling like illegal immigrants, but people to avoid the actual plans that America voted for by voting for Donald Trump. But with Donald Trump himself, is he more focused on things like the Israel-Iran conflict rather than actually making sure that the things he ran on, the things he was voted for, are actually going to be applied, and part of that is actually changing the system itself? I don't think he's going to have much luck on it, but it's better than the options that we had, which is Kamala Harris. Next section is this what Kenyans voted for? I can stand to pay more attention to the local politics here in Kenya, and I'm trying to do that. And recently there was a maandamano protest, which was that 1 year anniversary of people protesting against this insurance bill that President William Ruto is putting in, tied in with the IMF and just debts and things like that, and just the system growing. And it's the raised awareness of people. Pencil broke here and decided to just pick up and keep going. But anyway, so I was watching these live streams of it. Digital News had one live stream of the actual event in Central Business District of Nairobi, while I had another live stream of the politicians out in Kilifi County. And politicians here in Kenya, it's very common for them to go to actual funerals and take it over and give political speeches. So much that people have actually started saying ahead of time, don't do this. And here you see the other example of politicians using funerals, but this case to actually avoid the actual pushback to their politics. And in another video for Citizen, kind of just putting together what had happened in the morning, I saw this one guy being pushed down one of the Nairobi streets. He was in a wheelchair. Someone had the flag kind of draped over him. This other man was walking next to him. His legs were kind of messed up. Something had happened to them, and he had these crutches, and he puts up his crutches in an X. And this is what standing up to power looks like in the actual world. Contrasting this with like the No Kings protest and the things that I see people in America protesting for kind of puts a bad taste in my mouth. A separate video on my Rantathon channel called First World Protests that kind of covers exactly what I mean, and I think the underlying thing that actually gives me that ick about that whole situation when I see that happening. Now, transitioning into the last section, is communism what atheists vote for? There's something here where I think if I went and talked to those people walking down the street and asked them, talk to the people in No Kings and ask them, what are you protesting against? Are they protesting against power? Are they protesting like me as like an anarcho-capitalist? Protesting for liberty, for individual liberty? No, they're generally protesting so they can have people who have their belief system use the power of the state to give things to them, and objecting to the fact that right now it's other people in another team profiting with that same system. But for me, I'm thinking, just put that power down, let that power down. Individual liberty is what we should be going for, and that's something why I can't really assign myself to many of these protest events out there. Check out rantathon.wordpress.com for more about this and 3,515 other posts.